Hello everyone, I'm Akshata from Mumbai. Welcome back to our wild weaving sessions. I hope you'll have been watching them, and if you had got some time, you've been weaving. Um, I'm joined today by Dr. John Ennis, who's the curator of Journeys in Design and producer as well. And I'm very excited to also have Susie Redman, who is a hand weaver from Fife. Um, Unfortunately, we cannot see her, but we have her on audio. So, hi, Susie. Hi, Dr.
Hello,
John.
Akshata.
Hi,
Um,
Susie.
Hi.
I met.
See you.
I know, well, we'll see each other another time, but it's good that you're joining.
Yes, it's really great you're here. And I first met Susie in Artisans Library, where we were conducting the wild weaving workshops. It was really wonderful to see your work, Susie, and for me especially to have a feel of your textiles, uh, the different kind of textures. It was really great, and I could experience it very, my project was related to blind people experiencing textiles, so that gave me a push in that as well. It was really wonderful to see your waffle weaves, double weaves with different sustainable materials you used and beautiful color combinations. So thank you for joining us there.
Sorry, I was just going to say what a lovely afternoon it was. We had a lovely afternoon talking about textiles and color. It's very exciting.
Yeah, and you very generously gave some of the yarns also for us to use in the workshops.
Yes, I pinched it. I've actually used some of it in this wild weave as well. Susie, it's
Okay.
just to echo what Akshata was saying and say thanks to Akshata for coming, obviously, but also to say that's very much my memory of your work as well, the wonderful colours. And it's very interesting, Akshata's talking about feeling, because we can't do that in a social distance way. We can feel textiles, if not embrace each other. But I do remember those wonderful, I think you mentioned the waffle weaves. As a novice looking in, of course, I didn't know about those techniques or those finishes, but I could see how much I loved them and the feel of them as well.
Yeah, one of my favorites. It's very, very adaptable. You can do so much with it.
So it's really great that Salvage Scotland is linked with our wild weaving workshops, and you've been exploring some materials in Burntisland, and I can't wait to see what you've done. Just before that, I would like to mention today is a National Loom Day in India, where it's called. So on this day, the Swadeshi movement was started, where we kind of boycotted foreign goods and encouraged the local artisans to make their own cloth. So hand spinning and hand weaving kind of started at this time. So it's National Loom Day, and it's good to connect with you on.
Fantastic! How lovely to share that celebratory National Day with you. Is that related to the Gandhi's movement of khadi?
Yes. So
that was cotton, right?
Yeah, he started encouraging this movement, khadi movement, where hand spinning and of cotton using the charkha, it's called, spinning wheel, was started.
And it's Swadeshi is the name.
Yeah, Swadeshi
movement. Fantastic. Well, look, that's a wonderful coincidence. I'm very happy that we are. I should say we planned it, but that would be a little white lie. But it's a very happy coincidence. So, Akshata.
You can take over from now.
Oh, no, I won't take over. I'll just say that I've been giving it a go, inspired by Susie. Susie has been part of the Salvage Scotland programme, and I'm keen that the wild weaving continues throughout our programmes where we can. And so within Salvage, it was really lovely and inspiring to be with Susie at her studio and to walk in the boatyard close by and actually to pick up bits and pieces. And so, a lot of this is about found materials and I've had a lovely conversation with Susie as part of the Salvage Encounters, talking in part about that and most often about seaweed. But Susie, I've got it's like a bit of a cane ring with me, and the start of some weave on it, and I'm just sharing that with everyone on the screen, together with some of the old rope that I found when we were together, which you can tease out into strands and certainly use as a weft. You kindly gave me some linen thread, which we've started to use as our warp. And I've got some yarns also salvaged from your time at Artisans. Between you and Akshata, I feel very nourished with yarns. And I've chosen quite an acidy blue-green colour, which I like. And then a sort of ochre colour, which reminds me, it reminds me of the seaweed that we have been talking about. So I can't say I've got very far with the actual weave, but I'm liking the thought of the colours. Now, Susie, you've generously sent us an image which we'll share with everyone of your weave. First of all, can you explain, because I know you've used the same, this sort of cane hoop thing. Can you explain what that is, and then tell us a little bit about the found objects in your wild weave?
Well, a little while ago, on the beach, I found a fender. It was being battered about. It certainly wasn't in use any longer. And this fender is what will hang over the side of a boat to protect the boat so it doesn't bash against other boats or against the harbour wall. And I've not seen them made out of cane before, but it's something that crops up on the beach around here in Fife.
Interesting.
Very frequently.
And this would be, you'd see like little plastic barrels almost now, I think they use, or whatever, but this would have been a fully formed barrel-shaped object that hung over the side of the boat. And it, as you say, it's like cane, isn't it? It's almost
it's like rattan or bamboo, bent bamboo. And it's like a very, I should say, cylindrical basket, hangs over the side, and 2 or 3 layers thick. And very, very sturdy. Nice to sit on, in fact.
Oh, they make a seat. Oh, yes. Excellent. We've
the fact that you
acquisitioned a hoop for this. What's that, Akshata?
It's so flexible. You can turn it into a circle. It's great.
Well, I don't know if you remember trying to teach me how to do a circle on the hula hoop. It's not gone very well. I'm still trying. However, this is as far...
Next year.
Next year, I like it. Give me the year. But this is as far as we've got with this one. But Susie, you've got quite a bit further.
Yeah, I did a little bit of experimenting, and you'll appreciate that this is very, very different to weaving on my floor looms. When I'm weaving, I have to think a lot about the planning, doing a little bit of maths, finding the threads, making sure I have enough, and that the number of warp threads is going to be just right for whatever it is I'm making. However, with the wild weaving, it's kind of what's to hand. And I did have some waste yarn, some waste cotton and linen. And I like to put this together with this found object, this found piece of bamboo, curved bamboo, with its sort of broken bits in the basket weave, because it's strangely interesting that linen and cotton just wouldn't have been found there, and I'm adding this beautiful quality yarns to this bit of salvage. And also it's very nice to use. It's easy to use, much easier I think than possibly twine and some of the plastics that you might find washed up on the beach today. So I've gone into my area of comfort, I suppose, but it does mean that I've got a lovely range of colours to use. And I also used possibly more traditional tapestry weaving techniques in the weave that you see on the picture there.
We'll show that picture along with this little encounter, and so folk will be able to have a look at what you've done. So that's very interesting to hear, that the sort of it's like a return to nature in more ways than one then.
Yes, that's right.
And a lot less intense than your mathematical concoctions for the table loom.
Yes, that's right.
Fantastic. Well, look, thanks so much for the inspiration. I will do what I can to make something of mine. And Akshata, wonderful to see you.
You too. Thank you, Susie. It's really inspiring the way you talk about the weaving as well.
Brilliant. Well, look, both of you, thank you so much. This is one wild weave, and we're very keen that this continues as some productive fellowship, however socially distanced that may be, or across the miles with you, Akshata. So we have another set of iterations of our Linen Stories program for 2020, and part of that will be wild weaving in parklands. So we'll be in parklands in Northern Ireland and in Fife over August, September, October. So we'll see what we come up with our finds from parklands. Susie, thank you.
Thank you very much. It's been a great pleasure to be with you both.
Great. And all the very best in Mumbai.
Thank you. You too.